In news coming in from the Apex Court, it has pulled up states who have still not appointed a Lokayukta. The Supreme Court has even sought an explanation on the delay of appointing a Lokayukta on an anti-corruption ombudsman. Chief Secretary of the defaulting states have also been asked now to file an affidavit, and the states that we're talking about is West Bengal, Mizoram, Tripura, Orissa, Puducherry, Sikkim, Jammu and Kashmir, Telangana, Tamil Nadu, Delhi, Manipur are the states who have still not appointed a Lokayukta. Okay, Anusha Soni joins us now for more on this. Anusha, so in their defense, what do the states have to say? Why haven't they appointed a Lokayukta up till now?
Avantika, very sadly, that none of these defaulting states had any plausible answer as to why the process of appointing the ombudsman has been still pending. Now, these positions of the Lokayukta have been pending in these states for quite some time now. Earlier, a few months ago, when this hearing had happened, they had in fact told the Supreme Court that the process is on, the consultations are happening. But despite repeated reminders from the Supreme Court, there's a public interest litigation which is there here at the Apex Court. None of the states have given any development or as to what has happened. Now, the chief secretaries themselves will have to come before the Apex Court and submit an answer within 2 weeks. That's what the Apex Court has instructed.
All right, Anusha, I'll just request you to kindly stay on with us for another breaking news that has just come in. Okay, amid reports of AADHAAR data being leaked out, the CEO of the Unique Identification Authority of India has also informed the Supreme Court that it was nearly impossible for the event with the world's most fastest computer to breach into the system. In fact, the chief Ajay Bhushan Pandey has informed the 5-judge constitution bench that AADHAAR biometrics are being encrypted at the moment when the user saves the details in the system. Despite several cases of data breach reported, Bhushan claimed that the fastest computer in the world will take more than a life of the universe to breach into the encrypted data. Supreme Court bench is presently hearing a batch of petitions challenging the constitutional validity of the AADHAAR Act, and the UIDIA chief telling the court that AADHAAR cards may be photoshopped, but the cards also have a unique QR code to enhance security and also prevent such misuse. Anusha is back with us. Anusha, so, some words of reassurance there coming in from Ajay Bhushan Pandey telling the 5-judge constitution bench. But, what really are the concerns and the fears that have been raised through the petitioners? So, Avantika, let's just treat everything that Mr. Bhushan says with a pinch of salt, because he's, of course, the head of the UIDIA, and it's incumbent upon him to defend the scheme. The entire apprehensions and the entire scheme has been under the scanner, not for the questions which were raised on the UIDIA, but the question has been about the third-party operators which collect the citizens' biometrics. So what has been argued before the Apex Court is that the leakages don't happen at the level of UIDIA, but when third-party operators or the telecom companies collect your biometrics for some form of verification, these leakages may happen. So at this point specifically, the UIDIA CEO is still to convince or put his arguments before the Apex Court. Those arguments are likely to continue on Tuesday. He's making a PowerPoint presentation. Also, very importantly, Avantika, a few concessions were given away as far as the presentation of UIDIA CEO is concerned. He said that 100% authentication from the biometrics is not possible. He also said at the same time that then the internet may not work or the hardware system may fail, and there is also a need for an alternate mechanism in place, especially with the public distribution systems, so that people on the ground are not denied any sort of help from the government. So while he is batting for the privacy and the entire structure of AADHAAR, he's also saying that when there are troubles and when there are problems, there should be an alternate mechanism in place. All right, Anusha, thanks so much for joining us, and we'll keep coming back to you about what is being discussed in the court, with the CEO of the Unique Identification Authority of India informing the Supreme Court that it's absolutely impossible for the fastest computer to breach into the system, and all the data that they are collecting, in fact, is encrypted, and it's beyond impossible to breach through the data.